Don't be surprised if Conte's sacked tomorrow. Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Chelsea 1, Watford 4. The other way around, it was at Watford. Well, review. I'm not even going to do my normal kind of review today. This game doesn't even deserve that. I just have to vent because that was fucking disgraceful. And you know, I don't care about swearing because that was just a fucking disgrace. And it's all over the fucking place, that's what it is. I've had enough. I've had enough. What even was this? Basically, to put you through the lineup, Bakayoko started and no striker started. Enough said about the lineup. Oh yeah, and it was again no four at the back. First, Bakayoko almost cost us 3 goals with 3 awful mistakes within the first 25 minutes. Then he got sent off with a second yellow card after half an hour after you can't fucking control the ball. And, had such a heavy touch they needed to lunge after it and just collided with the player. Well done, mate. Down to 10 men after losing 3-0 to Bournemouth and now just down to 10 men after half an hour. Great, but even with him or without him, didn't really matter. We didn't do anything either way. Watford were all over us. We didn't even know how to spell the fucking word passing. We had not one chance in the first half. Actually, we had one when the ball somehow fell to Willian after an awful cross by Moses, and Willian just completely skied it from 8-9 yards. Great, another one. Great, well done. And then Courtois completely fucked it up when he just ran into Deulofeu basically. Well, people can speak about whether was it a dive, was it not a dive. It doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Because Deulofeu was literally just inside the box. He would not have scored from there. To be honest, I'm not sure whether there was anyone in the middle, but I don't think so. So he would have literally done nothing from there except stop, turn around and try to cross the ball. But no, Thibaut Courtois had to charge out of the goal. And well, I thought there was a slight contact, whether that is enough for a penalty or not. For me, Deulofeu basically dived, was hoping for a contact. However, basically every attacking player does it. How Cking did against Liverpool yesterday. They all do it. But Courtois shouldn't even put himself and Chelsea and Deulofeu in their position to even try that. So that was a fucking awful. Then Troy Deeney stepped up and scored and made it 1-0 just before half time. Then the second half basically was the exact same bullshit until Giroud came on, fair enough, for Pedro picked up an injury. God knows how long he's going to be out for. I mean, how many injuries do we want? Do we might as well want to build a new hospital instead of a stadium, because we need that far more at the moment because we just got injuries. And like I said, when Giroud came on, it was slightly better, but not much better, because even when we did try to cross the ball, they were so bad even bloody Superman couldn't get there. And usually we just didn't even try to cross. Moses was doing his weird little flicks on the side, and then Azpilicueta, and then passed it back to Fabregas, and then passed it back to David Luiz, because that's going to do lot. Because that's going to do so much, isn't it? Jesus fucking Christ. Then Hazard actually made it 1-0 in the 82nd minute, and I was like, right, maybe we can somehow nick a result, even though we're down to 10 men for an hour. Great strike from 25 yards, about 25 yards, into the side netting. But just 3 minutes later, we properly fucked it up again. And Watford made it 2-1. Literally, Watford just made a whole back line plus midfielders look like schoolboys. They embarrassed them within 10 seconds. All of them fucking embarrassed. No one actually tried to win the ball back, just running along with the attackers, and they just passed around. We are meant to be the champions here. We're meant to have players like Eden Hazard, William, Pedro, Conte, Fabregas, those kind of players. We're meant to be the one that pass the ball around. Not fucking have Watford pass it through our box. Jesus fucking Christ, what even is this? Obviously, 3 minutes after we equalised. And then, to make things even fucking better, Watford made it 3-1 just another few minutes later. There's on a break. Deulofeu basically ruining a whole defence again. Cahill standing off way too much, off Deulofeu. Waiting until Deulofeu basically had the shot, tried to block it, deflected it into our own, bottom corner. Not that it wouldn't have been on target anyway. Maybe Courtois would have saved it. Did it make a difference? No, really doesn't fucking matter. Oh, you thought that was it? You thought, Chelsea being 3-1 down to Watford is enough? No, it wasn't it. Wasn't it? Don't you worry. I've got more for you. Watford made it 4 in injury time. Again, just another situation. No fight. No one actually trying to win the ball back. Just running along with the attackers. And Pereira actually made it 4 with a very good finish, to be fair to him. Literally, everyone was awful. Every single player. Courtois, penalty. Azpilicueta, David Luiz and Gareth Hill. All shambles. Zappacosta is the left wing back because Alonso apparently has a groin injury. Surprise, surprise, after you play every fucking game. Because we don't sign players in the first week of January. No, we sign players on transfer deadline day. Maybe if we signed the left wing back early January, maybe Marcos Alonso wouldn't be injured now. But no, we couldn't do that either, could we? Zappacosta on the left didn't do anything. When he was in a position to cross, he apparently doesn't have a left foot, or at least he doesn't want to use it. Moses on the other side didn't do anything either. Conte, poor, Going forward was poor. Not even defensively was that great. Bakayoko, don't even want to speak about. Actually, I do. Because he was so fucking bad. Like, it's actually a joke. He was good for 2 games. And then people had a go at me in the comments here, yeah? Saying, oh, how can you slay Bakayoko after the fucking game in Brighton? You know, just because you don't see that he gives the ball away constantly, just because, you know, he tackles one player and wins the ball back, doesn't mean he's playing well. He made 3 mistakes that almost cost us a goal. If Watford, you know, used the chance better, basically. 3 within 20 or 25 minutes. And then he got sent off, letting his team down to 10 men with an hour to go. After we just lost 3-0 at home to Bournemouth. That's exactly what we need, isn't it? That's exactly what we need. You know, Fabregas came on, didn't do much either. You know, he couldn't complete a pass to save his fucking life. Obviously, he's slow. Can't blame him for being slow. Fair enough. Hazard had that one moment of brilliance when he scored. Everything else, awful, useless, you know. Poor flicks. Him and Pedro just kept fucking backheeling the ball to the fucking opposition. Stop backheeling. Stop fucking backheeling when you can't fucking complete it. When you're winning every game 3-0, then you can do backheels. Not when we're 1-0 down at Watford and lost the last game 3-0 to Bournemouth. That's not when you do fucking backheels, is it? He couldn't control the ball. Yes, he made some nice runs and nice turns. He's Eden Hazard at the end of the day. But for Eden Hazard standards, he was fucking awful. And he just was, and that's what it is. That's simply what it is. You know, Willian had to come off when Bakayoko got sent off for Fabregas to come on. Like I said, Pedro picked up an injury as well when Giroud came on. I don't think we even made 3 substitutions, to be honest. I might be wrong, might be forgetting it. But I don't think it was. So everyone was awful. I wouldn't give anyone more than a 2. Hazard get a 4 maybe, just because he scored. But otherwise, yeah, no more than a 2 out of 10. Absolutely disgraceful. Let's speak about the formation, though. Like, I know a lot of people have a go at Conte. A lot of people, you know, want him in. A lot of people want that. A lot of people want this. But I've been saying this, and a lot of other people have been saying this. This 3-4-3 doesn't work, especially without a striker. I understand why Giroud was on the bench. Maybe he wasn't ready to play 60 minutes. Maybe his muscle wasn't ready for that. And if you risk it, you might have no striker for playing Barcelona, Man City, and Man United. You know, I'd rather have it for 1 game, no striker, than for the next month. Who knows when Morata's going to be back? Who fucking knows? But the 3-4-3 doesn't work. Everything the opposition has to do is press us, and because in midfield we have Bakayoko and Kante, we can't play it to them, because once we do give it to them, we lose the ball and almost concede, as shown by Bakayoko 3 times within the first half. So either the, you know, wingers have to drop deep to receive the ball, but then, you know, everyone's back. So, you know, we can't get it forward because we always lose the ball before we actually, you know, get anywhere dangerous. Or we hit it long, which obviously we can't without a striker, but even if we do, especially when we have Morata, he just falls over. Giroud possibly will be better at that. Didn't really get much of a chance to prove any of that today. But, you know, it does work. So stop using it. We have the players to play further back. You know, play Rudiger at right back. Play Azpilicueta at left back. Play Alonso, play Emerson. Even Zappacosta. Play someone at left back. Sort it out. Then you have 3 midfielders and 3 attackers. So you're not outmanned on the wing. You're not outmanned in the middle. You can actually pass it out from the back because you have 3 options in midfield and not just 2. And can actually play Fabregas or Barkley when he's not injured again. You know, you can actually play these players without losing any stability defensively, which, you know, last 2 games, Bakayoko and Kante conceded 7 goals in 2 games. I mean, why exactly are we not starting Fabregas for? Because he's not that good defensively. I mean, how much worse can he be than conceding 7 in 2 games? In the 2004-05 season, yeah, we conceded 15 in 38 games. Now we conceded 7 in 2. Well, that's fucking class, isn't it? Obviously, the squad, you know, everyone's injured, basically. We don't make our squad bigger, even though, you know, us on the channel and literally every other Chelsea fan, basically, has been saying our squad isn't big enough since the summer, or even before then. But what do? No, we give out 4 players on loan. You know, Bob Rahman, fair enough, not really involved. 3 players on loan then, and bring 3 players in, so still the same squad size. What do? Sign injured players that can't start today. That's Emerson, there's Giroud, and then Barkley has another hamstring injury, so he's out. God knows when he's going to be back. God fucking knows. There's no fight. There's no fight by anyone. You know, people speak about leaders. David Luiz is a leader. Azpilicueta is a leader. Cahill is not a leader. None of them are leaders. None of them are leaders when you compare them to actual leaders like John Terry, Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, Peter Cech, Ashley Cole, Ivanovic even. You know, all of those players were leaders. What we have now are like some wannabes. You know, that's not even Jesus. David Luiz is a leader. Azpi's a leader. No, they're not. Just because Azpi's more of a leader than Gary Cahill is doesn't mean he's actually a good leader. Like, you know, there was no fight. You know, whether that was Azpilicueta, Eden Hazard tried for the last 10 minutes. He was the only one that actually tried. He actually tried to take a game by the scruff of the neck. Bit late, but at least he tried, fair enough. You know, fair play to him. The squad is just a shambles. Man City have 2 30 million players, £30 million players in every single position on the pitch. What do we have? Barkley, Giroud, some injured players, youth players, the good ones we loan out. And then we have some others left that might still be good, but not as good and not as far into their development as other players. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Chalobah we sold, Nathan Ake, Musonda, Michy Batshuayi. No, get rid of all of them. Who fucking needs them? But now where we are, don't be surprised if Conte's sacked tomorrow. Do I want Conte sacked? Not really. I think, some of what's happening is definitely down to him. Picking Bakayoko, he seems to be the only person in the world that thinks that's a good idea. That's obviously on Conte. Whether he thinks he would have liked a different player that would have played instead of Bakayoko and that would have been better. But still, Bakayoko isn't very good. Isn't good at all. So play Fabregas. Play even bloody Drinkwater. Or don't loan out Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He might be gone tomorrow. He might be gone tomorrow or during the week anyway. I mean, we have a week off now. So, what's going to happen? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think Conte's got to be sacked? I was all over the place. I know that I was. But, running through the game today for this 4-1 to Watford after losing 3-0 to Bournemouth. Who are we? We are fucking Chelsea Football Club. And, I don't like to say this, yeah? But people always have a go at Marina Granovskaya, yeah? Do you realise that Marina Granovskaya is basically a marionette? I'm not sure if that's even the English word, but let's go with it. A marionette of Roman Abramovich. No decisions are made at this football club without Roman Abramovich signing off. No player is bought without Roman Abramovich signing off that deal, for that to be allowed to happen. If we're, negotiating for deals for weeks in a transfer window, that's because Roman Abramovich has given Marina Granovskaya a certain budget to get a player for, and then she tries her best to get that. I'm not saying Marina does everything right, of course, but I'm saying there's not just her to blame. Like there was not just Emenalo to blame. People say, no, it's not Emenalo's fault at all. Emenalo didn't do everything right either. I'm not saying he did as much wrong as people said. Even I said at some point, I admit that. But also Roman Abramovich has some blame for this. Of course it's his club. He can do what he wants at the end of the day, legally. If he doesn't want to spend much money anymore, fair enough. What can we really do about it? Nothing. Yes, he's building a new stadium. I'd much rather stay in the current Stamford Bridge and actually not lose 3-0 to Bournemouth and 4-1 to Watford, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, I'm rambling on again. Leave me, your thoughts on the game, and also, do you think Antonio Conte will be sacked tomorrow or during the week? Leave me all of that down in the comment section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, which is Last1507 on both Instagram and Twitter. I'd massively appreciate it if you could follow me there. You can see over here, Last1507 on both Instagram and Twitter. Also, don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea. That'd be class as well. Massively appreciate that. So close to hitting 50,000 subscribers. Just hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you. Up the Chelsea. It's upwards and onwards. I don't care what anyone says and how negative anyone is. This is my club. I love this club, and it's upwards and onwards no matter how bad things are going. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time.